Looks like we're live. Today's stream, or tonight's stream, whatever you want to call it, is predominantly about messing around, testing out my PC. I'm also going to be playing a little bit of PS5. I might play some WWE 2K20. I knew that I said I was, I knew I said I was done with this game, kinda. I still got 65 hours left in my subscription. I have not played this much, actually, in the last couple of weeks. I've just been keeping busy. But, again, this is in one of my weird, 1 second, where the hell did I put? Ah, there it is. My flavored water stuff. So I'm kind of weird. People already know that. Where sometimes I like to just play this game and just kind of like fly around. I don't always like to do much. But there is actually a point to this, believe it or not, more so than ever before in the history of my live streaming. And it's just that. It's to just wait. Will it start crackling? I replaced some HDMI cables. I switched my audio interface's USB port. I formatted my computer. I switched the USB-C cable that connects the computer to my audio interface. Like, I've done a lot of shite. Why am I saying shite? Shit. It's been 2 minutes. I think it's safe to drop a curse word in the goddamn chat. Even though YouTube are a bunch of little cucks sometimes. So what'll happen, like I said, ever since I formatted my computer, I don't have issues with my, like my PS5 crackling. Not so much the actual console itself, but the sound going through my computer, through my capture card, and then in the playback, right? So if it happened on my PC, it would happen on my PS5. Now it's just happening on my PC. So it's just kind of really effing weird. It's the most bizarre thing I have ever experienced in my entire life with computers. And I've been playing around with computers since the very early 80s. So that's a long time. I've had every console, many different types of computers and laptops and stuff like that. And it's just always been okay. And if I had issues, why am I here? I completely got distracted. Did I click on the portal? I totally clicked on the wrong portal. That doesn't matter. So again, the reason I'm playing WoW, it's a simple game. A game I've played a lot. I don't really have to think about what I'm doing, because I am a little bit stressed out, trying to figure out like what's just going on. And since I reinstalled like my drivers, I didn't really install any of my motherboard drivers. I only went for the chipset, and then I kind of let Windows just take care of the rest. So sometimes, questionably, that could be questionable as to whether or not that's a good effing idea to do that. But anyways, God, I miss this game so much. It drives me insane. But unfortunately, if I want to keep up with playing guitar, keep up with live streaming, if I want to YouTube and all that, I don't know. One of the things I thought of doing, actually, was, this is like a maybe thing. I know there's like nobody in here, but in case people watch it on the playback. I've thought of like having WoW, which I've always said from the beginning, WoW and like Skater XL and Call of Duty a little bit are supposed to be my 3 main games that I go to for live streaming. And then whatever game in between is like relevant at the time, like, you know, how Assassin's Creed just recently came out and all that kind of stuff. So my settings should not have been changed, but it appears like they may have. Wow, you really? Okay. So we'll do that really quick. Yeah, see, it recommends high. I hope so. Yeah, we lock it at 60 frames. Ambient occlusion type. Sure. Physics interaction. Yeah, we'll leave that there for now. Hey, Seabad, how's it going? Now, I've seen you the last week or so. Fairly new to the stream or the channel? Or is this like an alt account? Again, just to recap in case you just came in, I'm really doing a bunch of nothing. I know that sounds really exciting. Hello, Chinten. Not much, just kind of working on my computer still. So I'm kind of like doing a bunch of random nothing. But hey, I know streamers that get thousands of views every time they live stream. They don't even play video games. They talk about the video games, but they're not actually playing a video game. So that's been... okay, cool. So that's been something that's been actually really motivating. So again, we're listening out for crackling, like... Yeah, I can't really voice act, but... okay, that's what's been going on. And it is incredibly stressful because YouTube pays me. And I'm trying to get off the system. I'm trying to get off disability. And, you know, we can joke and go, come on, bro. How many people get to do that and live that life? You're kind of late to the party. But I mean, I've been only monetized for a year and a half, and I've already replaced 80% of my income I get on disability. Just, again, that's not a flex. It's just to be like, in case some people think I'm being delusional, because not everybody gets to sit at home with 5 people in a live stream and make money. Because on the surface, I can understand, like I've joked around many times with people where they come in, you're like, dude, man, you seem like a nice guy, but not to be rude, how exactly are you making it? Because, like, no offense, there's not a lot of people in here. It's like, it's not the live streams. It's the channel as a whole, right? It generates a good amount of views every month, and has been since I went balls to the walls with this shit. So I take it very seriously. And if my computer's not working properly, well, that's not a good thing. I can't have crackling noises and shit like that. No one wants to hear it. Like, who the fuck wants to hear that? No one wants to hear that. Right? Audio is incredibly important. Arguably, audio is more important than almost the visual, graphical fidelity of the video game that you might be watching. Hey, Lornal, how's it going? Yeah, there's a few people in here. That's cool. So I started feeling, well, not bad, but like, speaking of like, you know, how many people I get in my live streams, and then, oh, there's this guy I know, and, bro, man, he gets like a fucking 1,000, you know, viewers per live stream. And I'm like, okay, so break it down for me. How many subs does he got? Right? And he's like a little over 1 million. I was like, exactly. So let's do the math. A person with 1 million subscribers who brings in 1,000 consecutive people in his live stream is the exact same fucking thing as me with 10 to 12,000 subscribers pulling in 10 people in a live stream. I'm not quite at 10, but I've done it quite a few times, like 10 to 12. And so like proportionately, incrementally, ratio-wise, it's the exact same fucking thing. So that's why I have to like stop comparing myself to people that have millions of subs and go, well, this guy doesn't really do much. And he's got 1,000 people in his live stream, and he's just sitting there sipping on fucking drinks, Mountain Dew. And he talks about games. Doesn't actually fucking play them, like I said, but he talks about them. I'm doing both. Now, the gameplay's not always exciting. It kind of gives you a little something to, you know, watch. But like I said, legitimately, my excuse this time is to test my computer. I'm listening out for crackling, which eventually, inevitably, ends up catching up to me. There's just no way around it. Hello, Cody. Hello, Kobe. How's it going? But yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired, a little stressed out, like I said, and rightfully so. But I'm sure that I'll eventually figure it out, whatever that it is. So again, about 60% volume, right, for this game. Music a little bit down. Volume okay? Like the balance? Like hearing the dragon flapping his wings. Hearing the music. Is my voice too low? Is the music of the game too overpowering? I love sports, period. I just know nothing about them. Nothing. I mean, I know Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. You know, I know, like, the basics. But I don't watch sports. I don't have time for it. I barely have time to breathe. That was actually a joke I made with someone who was commenting on my pronunciation of some basketball players and UFC fighters. Bro, man, don't you watch the shit, yo? How the fuck you talk about the game update, but you don't even know how to pronunciate the motherfucking names? I'm like, bitch, I'm here to talk to you about the goddamn video game and the updates that it got. You think I give a monkey's ass how the fuck the name is pronounced? I said, bitch, I speak 3 languages. You can barely fucking speak one from the looks of it. You're gonna come at me because there's a couple of people I don't know how to pronounce their names? Like, seriously? There's names out there I've never fucking seen in my whole life. Middle-aged man here, and there's some names I'm like, what the fuck is that? But you can see it on the screen. You can see their fucking picture. You know who I'm talking about. Right? But, like I said, people are funny. But anyways. Yeah. I love basketball. I just know nothing about it. I'm more of a hands-on kind of guy. I like playing the shit. I don't like watching. I don't like being on the sidelines and watching. I don't watch the game. I play the game. Same thing with football. Same thing with hockey. The only sports I watch, which a lot of people will argue is not a sport, is wrestling. And even that, I have a hard time following. Because of time restraints. Like, I started doing P90X again. I think I talked about that before. I'm also on Weight Watchers. Lost 9 pounds in 3 weeks. Anyhow, so far this seems to be doing good. This seems to be going okay. There's been no, like, crazy dips. No one's been reporting to me that they're hearing any clipping. Or crackling, rather. But for the people that are still in here, is my voice volume good in conjunction to the game? Or is the game too loud? Is it too overpowering? Oh, now we're opening a can of whoop-ass. But you know what? I'll allow it, because this chat is... whatever. I make the rules. It's my stream. Normally I don't talk politics. So the only thing I ask is, in the future, if I ever say I don't want to discuss politics, religion, all that kind of controversial stuff, that we just don't discuss it, because it's usually a faux pas. It's usually an amazing way to destroy your fan base, your follower base, whatever you want to call them. I don't like using the word fan. I'm not fucking Justin Bieber. I'm just some random dude. There's nothing special about me. To answer your question, I can't fucking stand him. I think he's a piece of shit. He's a whiny, crybaby, dingleberry shitstain that lost the election, is throwing a fucking temper tantrum, and his bitch ass is getting thrown out in January. So that's my very blunt, none of this, just fuck him, period. What do you think of Trump? Don't be shy now. This is YouTube. I let shit fly on here, I don't let fly maybe on Twitter. On Twitter, I'm a little nastier. On YouTube, I have to be a bit of that social justice warrior. I've talked about that before. I have to be not too wild, or they might cancel you. Do you know how many YouTubers with hundreds of thousands of followers, multi-million subscriber YouTubers have had their channels completely canceled because of political shit? Because what'll happen is, even though it's tasteful and there's nothing violent, you'll have people debate and just get nasty, but without being like bad nasty, if that makes any sense. Like without, like I said, being violent or without being racist or anything like that. And people will get upset that the person spoke their piece like I just did, very bluntly. No sugarcoating. Sugar's bad, I'm diabetic. But that's going away now that I'm losing weight. But anyways. And they report them, and then YouTube, for some unknown reason, don't always dig into the situation. And what you end up have happen is some YouTubers have completely lost their shit forever. Some have been able to fight, get it back. Some people haven't been able to do that. And it's pretty bad. Just the bad guy a lot. Oh, so you don't like him either? That's cool. See, generally, and I'm just being honest here, not to turn this into an uncomfortable place. Let me get out of this game. It's working. We can see that. Remember, I'm just kind of like all over the place. I wasn't even going to bother streaming, but I was like, you know what? People that usually watch me know I'm kind of like a little bit all over the place. So I'm just going to kind of do some random bullshit, try out different games, in and out. I'm just kind of all over the place. My streams, like I said before. Now see, that's really loud. I can tell that that's loud. 2,000 frames per second. Gonna have to turn that down. But yeah, it's, you know, like on Twitter, like I said, it can get pretty nasty. Yeah, I'm just quickly, like, I wouldn't even get too excited about this, to be honest. I just reinstalled it. I just formatted my computer. Things aren't going good, like I said. So I'm just kind of... Holy shit, 400 frames. First and foremost, let's do that. I will fix the sound. I can tell it's loud. VSync. Thank God. I like the idea of it. I've never watched it much or played any of the games. Thematically, I do. Bear with me again here. This seems to be a lot more manageable. We would agree. That's much better. There is no master volume. So it's about the sound effects. So all I'm going to do again, very simple, is just test out the game quickly again. Sometimes jumping in and out of games can trigger that crackling sound I'm having again. Remember that this is predominantly what this is all about. See, that still feels kind of loud. I mean, it could be just me. Maybe you can let me know. I mean, I'm generally a bit closer to here. Anyhow, was that loud, the sound in the beginning? Or was that just me? I'm gonna have to do a couple of, you know what I
might have
mean?
a solution for this.
Like, is that really loud? When I do that, and I'm talking at the same time? Can you comfortably hear my voice while I'm firing a weapon? I'd like to think I am. So now that we were talking about that really quick, Lornal, have you been finding that, have you been finding a lot of people that you talk to about Trump, that they like him? Are you surprised I dislike him? Are you surprised I'm open about sharing my thoughts about him? Kind of, eh? A little bit loud. Oh, I forgot to, I got distracted with what I was saying. One of my best friends is a Trump supporter. I've known him for like 13 years. We've never talked politics. We've talked religion. He's Jewish. I'm Christian. And that goes for an interesting conversation. But we've never gotten into any arguments. You know what I mean? It's never affected our friendship whatsoever. He asked me what I thought of him. So I laid into it. But he didn't have a reaction. He's like, yeah, I know. That's cool. I don't care. Like, it didn't bother him. It's not a personal attack on him. Right? Something that's rare to happen. Okay, let's test this out. That should be a little bit better. It shouldn't be too loud now. Your family likes him? They're Trump supporters? Yeah.
I hear you're up for trading. I've got blood plague. It won't last, but I got good stuff here. Come by if you can.
Again, I'm just kind of messing around. This is a game that triggered my audio crackling problem. I'm confused. I should slow down my talking. Okay. Help me out there, Lornal. What do you mean by your family? And then you said no. You kind of lost me there. Because I'm probably talking too quick. And I don't remember to what thing I said that you were responding with that. So I'll let you catch up on that. Again, nothing too crazy here. I'm going to attack an enemy. Let me know if the sound effects of me attacking them is too loud while I'm talking, so that it kind of gives me an idea.
That said, I did manage to save a few leftovers that could be useful.
Oh, they don't like them. Okay. That's cool. No, we had a little bit of a 2-frame dip there. That's okay. I mean, it is on Ultra after all. It is on my SSD. Seems to be okay so far. I'm not hearing any artifacting with my sound.
How's it hanging? Dag, you're it.
Now that we switched, which is kind of a funny thing, that's how you actually force the game to save. So that works. We're going to get out of that. It's good. Okay, it's good. Cool. This next part, I'm just being honest with you. If you want to run and hide, now's the time to do it. Because I do want to play my PS5 a little bit. So I played a little bit of PC, kind of checked out my computer. I want to test out my PS5. And the main reason for that, apart from the obvious, is that, I mean, there's a few people in here, I think. When I got my PS5 just a few short days ago, recognize that's when I started having all my issues with my computer. Did you hear about that story for the couple of people that are in here? Did you hear how my whole like weird coincidental thing happened with my PC and my PlayStation 5 and the sound crackling? Were you in here for that story? It's actually kind of interesting. Started playing around with my PS5 and shit started crackling, the sound. Well, what do you naturally think is the first thing I thought of? Oh my effing pineapple. My PS5 is shot, right? Legitimately so. I've had this computer for almost 7 years. So what kind of songs do you like? I'll get into that in a second. Sorry. So I was like, you got to be effing kidding me. Because I just picked up the PS5, like I said. All of a sudden, I'm getting sound crackling. And I've had my computer for 7 years. I've had my PS5 for, at this point, for 7 seconds. So it's easy for me to assume it was my PlayStation. But then I turned off my PlayStation, and my computer was still doing the sound. Then every time my computer and or my PS5 was crackling, game on either platform was crackling because everything's connected together through the computer again, so it makes sense. So then I thought it was the audio interface. I got rid of the audio interface, and I mean, I have it now. I'm saying to test out, right? Process of elimination. And then I found out that it must not be my audio interface because it was still crackling without it when I had my headphones plugged directly into the computer. So that's what prompted me to format my computer. Ever since I formatted my computer, things have been better, but they're still the same. So the bullshit happens, just not nearly as often. And so far, of every single time my PC sound crackles, I don't get that issue on my PS5. So it's been really effing bizarre. So I actually dropped the quality bitrate of my output audio from 48,000 down to CD quality instead of studio quality to 41,000. Heaven forbid, you probably can't even hear the difference. It just gives me less headroom if I was doing all this fancy, intricate fucking editing in like a recording studio, which I'm not doing any of that. And I swapped out USB cables that connects my computer to my audio interface, which is what I have my microphone plugged into. And I mean, so far, I haven't really heard anything yet. There's a couple times I thought I heard something, but it might have been like that whole, because I'm being like too intuitive to like trying to listen out for it, that every like little crack, I was like, oh, is my sound crackling, or is that my character in Red Dead Redemption just brushing up against some leaves and shit, and get it? Branches are cracking and stuff. So I've been a little bit on edge, like I said, trying to figure that out. And yeah. So I wanted to try this out because I played the game the other day, and it worked really well. Really, really well. I was very impressed by it. I normally have this game on my SSD on my computer, but when I backed up and did a bunch of stuff, a couple of my games I lost all my my saves to. So I like to customize my universe and not have too many wrestlers. You'll notice a lot of these wrestlers do not even put in. You can only have 9 matches per show, so if you have like 50 fucking wrestlers per show... Hello, Phantom, how's it going? If you have 50 goddamn wrestlers per show, but you only have 9 matches, that's like, get it? 18 maximum wrestlers that can be around. I'll answer you in a second there. So I've been kind of just tweaking out, as you can see, some wrestlers, and I mean, I can fix it a bit later. I have it so that instead of having 55 wrestlers per show, I only got about 16 here, and I got about 15 there, with 9 matches per show times 2 wrestlers, because each wrestler is going to face off against at least another person. That's 18. So there's more match slots than there are wrestlers, rather than it being the other way around. And then when it comes to all like your legends, like your Hulk Hogan's, your Undertakers, and all the wrestlers from the past, well, you guessed it, I gave them their own show called Saturday Night. So that's what I'm kind of doing right now. So right now I'm probably, again, that beep, that's normal, obviously. There was a time where I first started playing this game a couple of days ago, and every time you would hear the chung, it would go chung. Get it? So, anyways. My PS4 Pro turns off by itself. What should I do? Call the Ghostbusters. Absolutely. You see what I did there? That's me trying to be funny. You're supposed to laugh. However, on a serious note, if it's doing that, there's only one of a couple of things that you can do. Do what I did with my first PlayStation 4 Pro and cut your losses, trade it in as a defective system at GameSpot or whatever store you have in whatever country you live in, and get a new one. Or reinitialize the hard drive completely from scratch. Wipe everything out and start anew. And see if that undoes some of the wonkiness that your system could be experiencing. Because it's one of two things. It's always one of two things. It's either hardware failure or it's software glitch. Right? And obviously there's no way for me to randomly guess what it can be. But I've been in that situation, and that's what I did. And then that's when I got my Death Stranding PS4 Pro. Limited edition, which, by the way, I just sold it yesterday. $400. Cha-ching! It was a PS4 Pro, limited edition, white with like the black handprint there. A spare gold PS4 controller that had never been used, ever. I just had it as a backup. And it came with the game Death Stranding. I upgraded the hard drive internally to a 2 terabyte instead of a 1. Everybody else was selling their, sorry, at my shorts slipping up the crack of my ass. Everybody else was selling 1 controller, no game, generic PS4 Pro, 1 terabyte for $375 or $380. I was like, well, shit, I got a limited. I just told you the whole thing. I was like, maybe I can get $20 more than what all these people are asking for. And within 6 hours, it was gone. That PS4 might have cockroaches. I don't know about that. Cockroaches. Dust mites would be more likely. Cockroaches wouldn't damage your system. I have an issue also. Little sweet pineapple. My name might be Phil, but it's not Dr. Phil for electronics. I have an issue. I use disability money to buy nothing but video games. And now I have to fix my computer. What do I do? So what you have sometimes in the stream is people that come in and they think they're funny, but unfortunately they're not. That's my job. I'm funny. I'm the comedian. I'm the sit-down, cringe king of comedy. See, the thing is people can come in and they can try and troll. They can try and take a jab. They can try and take a shot. But unfortunately, most people swing so piss fucking slow and hit as hard as a fucking ramen noodle that's been soaking in water for 45 fucking minutes that there's no challenge. There's no insult to your statement. You tried to be smooth, but you kind of fucked up in the process. Because I really don't know what it is you were actually truly getting at. You could have actually been on to something, but unfortunately, you're not. It's simple. Take your disability money and buy a computer that's not disabled, like you. Find your better half. Find that PC that'll complete you. Spend a little bit more money. No, I don't think it's the Mafia that got to his PlayStation. I bought an Xbox One regular a few years ago on OfferUp that turned on by itself. It did have German cockroaches in it. I mean, I know you a little bit. I kind of figured you weren't trolling. Kevin, that is. I figured you were being serious, because it can't happen. But dust mites tend to be the most common thing. I don't know what goes on in Germany, but Watch Dogs, man. I think I know what you were saying, but I was being a smartass. Sorry, I'm trying to figure something out here. I forget what I was doing now. No, it's not over here. It's edit show. I'll start editing raw. It's the divisions. That's what I wanted to do. I want to start off with doing a small division. So what were you getting at by Mafia 3? I think I know, but I'm just being a bit of a smartass and pretending I don't know what you're asking. And the contenders, we've got them. Oh, Daniel Bryan. Okay, perfect. See? That's good. Okay, so we'll do... where should he go? Nope, I fucked up. Bear with me here. Slot 2. There we go. Now, when we look at everybody, every player on the list is attached to a title opportunity shot. That's what we were looking for. Nobody has been left behind. And if we go to other, there's nobody there, which means no one's been left behind. We'll go ahead and save that. We'll back out. I'm not completely done, but to be honest with you, I'll just kind of go ahead and start the match just to kind of see how the game plays, because I really do like this game a lot. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Oh no, I don't. No, I'm not saying you. That's why I said I figured you weren't. Mando was trying to troll, but he failed miserably. He fucked up. It's been a minute since what? I'm lost, Tyrone. It's going demonetized, but I don't give a shit. Whatever.
I know you're excited, Corey, because here comes the...
sorry, so about what you said. Stream Mafia 3, it's a great game, by the way. I clicked upon it. Yeah, so this sounds kind of like an asshole thing to say, but I've said it multiple times before. When people just come in and start asking me to stream something different, that usually doesn't happen for a few reasons. Either I just don't feel like playing the game, I don't own the game. Yeah. I don't even have that game installed. I haven't played that game in over a year. It is a very fun game, though.
Daniel Bryan has more fight in him than any other man in WWE.
Again, this is WWE 2K20 on the PS5, on the SSD.
We're here in Tampa tonight, where many of today's greats cut their teeth in the sports entertainment industry.
Eric Rowan with the big beard in the background. Now we know where my hair went. It went to create that gigantic beard of his.
To be blunt, you have to overpower.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just being blunt. You'd be surprised how many people just come in and they're like, GTA 5. They don't, no fucking hello, nothing. Just GTA 5. Fallout. PUBG, bro. Like, just out of nowhere. And I'm just like, what about those games? I know what they're asking, but I'm just, you know what I mean? And they're like, play it. I'm like, you gonna pay me? You know what I mean? No. Again, not everybody that does that, I'm saying, is a prick. I'm just saying there are some people that do that, and then they're like, well, whatever, man. How do you ever expect to grow your fan base if you won't even play the games people ask you to play? I was like, well, fuck, if I did that, every 2 seconds I would be playing a different game. What I have done in the past is if people come in and they're like, oh, Cyberpunk, I have this system, and I know that you play the game. I was wondering how are you liking it on PC? If you had a moment and you're not too busy during your stream at some time, do you think it'd be possible for you to help showcase the game for me for a couple of minutes so I can see if it's something I might enjoy? That I'm into doing. Because I'm the showcase guy. And I will check the chat in a second there. I just wanted to kind of get some action in. Because I've been doing a lot of talking and not a lot of ass whooping. That was a warning shot. Oh, right in the face.
When Ryder cut his hair and arrived in ECW, we got an idea of what type of moron.
I mean, I'm sorry, but this is actually pretty smooth. Looks pretty decent. Daniel's taking a nap in the middle of our match. You're not a big fan of wrestling, but you like Dave Bautista. You like those big pecs. You know what I'm saying? You like his navel tattoo with the sun. It's pretty sexy. Holy shit. What I like about the game, too, is if you pay close attention to their face, they actually change, like, facial animations, like, while things are going down. They don't just have, like, a blank look the entire time to them. Or Brock Lesnar. I love the PS5. Is this 2K? No, it's 2K20.
An impressive series of moves. Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
That hot garbage that apparently is unplayable. We're going to show them how it's done. Wow, look at that. It actually connected. Here we go. Oh, no. The only real glitch I ever see is sometimes your foot will get caught up in the ropes a little bit. But apart from that, it's a lot more playable than Cyberpunk. I'll tell you that shit. No. Oh, I got out.
That's all right, Cole.
Yeah, it's not bad, you know? And then, like, just, you know what I'm saying? The action is there. It's happening. Okay, how do I do the finisher with this guy? I mean, I know his finisher. Maybe I need to plop him in the corner. Well, that's not going to work. Daniel. Oh, I don't have a finisher. I am so confused. Probably not enough.
That may have been a slow count.
Only thing I can say is yes! Yes! Somehow Daniel Bryan is staying in it.
Nope. Reversal.
And another reversal. Seems like we're back where we began, Michael.
Yeah, like just like the motions and everything, how he hangs on to the rope. Uh-oh. I'm getting my ass thrown out. See, that looked fairly fluid. You know what I mean? Like that actually, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's kind of funny because this game, in recent memory, has been, known as one of the biggest shit shows in the world. Oh, that was an amazing reversal. All right, let me pause it really quick. I've been told to completely restart my PS4, but I feel like it won't work. Oh, I mean, just a simple restart. But if you're talking to me like your PS4 is shutting down regularly at random on its own, that's usually not good. I was having that issue with the PS4 Pro. And of all the PlayStation consoles I've ever owned in my life, it was the only one that ever failed on me. And unfortunately, there was just no fixing it. So I had to trade it in to Best Buy at a discounted price, obviously, because it wasn't functioning. I still got I think 120 or 140 bucks, I can't remember. And I traded it towards another PlayStation 4 Pro, the Death Stranding edition. Maybe one day soon, I will consider the PS5 looks better than the Xbox Series XS. Only thing is I would have to sacrifice Forza Horizon. Yeah, so about that, that's personal preference. I honestly think the PlayStation 5 is ugly as shit. And this is coming from a PlayStation fanboy who doesn't like the Xbox. I think the Xbox looks nicer, just looks like a simple, symmetrical box of Kleenex. The PlayStation 5 digital without the disc tray looks like a fucking vase when it's standing upright. It looks kind of weird. And it's all wavy and shit. I like things straight, just straight. But yeah, so this game on PC and on PlayStation 4 Pro and now on PS5, I can vouch that this game is very, very playable. It's very smooth, especially on an SSD. And it's nowhere near the clusterfuck of the likes of Cyberpunk 2077. This game used to be in the beginning, and it was one of the most atrocious things in the world, ever. There's no denying that. However, they fixed it. Not everything. 2K19 is a little bit smoother. But there are some improvements in 2K20. The graphic of the apron, the ring, some of the lighting. You can have more matches, more title matches in your universe mode on 20 than on 19. So there's actually some overall improvements to this game. But like anything in life, well, that was just me that missed. Quick.
Toss to the outside.
Let's go up.
Right all the way from the top rope.
Diving body splash.
See, a year ago when this game came out, Zack Ryder would have went flying into the crowd. But yeah, it's very nice. This is actually one of my main go-to games now that I have it on the PlayStation 5 on the SSD. It's just so quick. Loading time's really sour. You know what I mean? Your enjoyment of a game sometimes.
Nasty impact.
All right, here we go. I'll take a look at the chat in a moment. Come on. Oh, he reversed it. And then I reversed that. How do you like me now? Oh, shit, he reversed my finisher. Did you see the look on Brian's face when I reversed it? His eyes went like that. Those are all those small levels of detail that I pay attention to, that I look at. Even his face, it looks like he's wincing in pain. See his face? He was like, oh no. Anyways, I pay attention to stuff like that. Now I want to know if I can put him away finally.
Gets the shoulder. Wow. What's it going to take?
And then the sweat building up on their bodies and stuff like that. That's dangerous, me playing the game. If I'm PS or Xbox, but on my phone like Xbox, so that's why I have it. Nice. So that was decent, in my opinion.
That's an impressive victory, guys.
Look, I apologize for having to give everyone a dose of reality, but underdogs.
Forgive me for asking, how are bots working on Black Ops Cold War and PS5 able to play bots in Armada? No. So Armada
We're just getting started.
and, sorry, is the sound too loud? It feels like it's kind of loud. Shouldn't be. Should be pretty good. 1 second. Yeah, that should be okay. Yeah, so the bot situation is still lucky. That's what's going on with that. So again, there's no audio crackling so far. And we can see just bam, bam,
The seemingly
bam.
gentle Bray Wyatt has vanished completely as this
I like
match
that.
begins, overtaken by pure evil, leaving behind only the Fiend.
Yeah, so I did State of
And of
Decay, I
course,
did a
we're here
little
in
bit of
Tampa
World of
tonight, where
Warcraft.
many of today's greats cut their teeth in the sports entertainment industry.
I mean, so far so
We're
good. I'll
seeing
have
an
to
unbelievable
give it a few more
performance
hours
in
to
front of
make
us.
sure that
And how
everything's
these
okay.
competitors are still surviving is beyond explanation. Just a step quicker.
I love that move. Oh yeah, I'm getting copyright strikes on this one. Well, not like, not the type of copyright strike where I get in trouble. Just the video will get unmonetized unless I mute or have YouTube automatically cut out the sections with the sound, which I might do. Because, I mean, after the live stream is over, it's not like there's going to be thousands of people that are going to come and watch this as a playback.
If you mean terrifying, then I agree with you. You've got to stay focused and not let his odd ways get the better of you.
That was a smooth move.
Don't listen to his creepy singing and hit him as hard as you can.
Uh-oh, he pissed me off now.
And look at the quickness by Wyatt.
Oh,
Ooh, what impact.
what was that?
A striking blow. He's lost some of his wind now.
He planned for this and could still rally.
Right up
He's thinking
against
about
the
what to do
apron.
next here.
I botched that.
Fights free there.
Yeah, I took
And
too
that
long.
can change the entire complexion
Hey,
of
Lornal,
this match.
not much. Take it easy, Kevin.
Oh, a chop.
Yeah, the Fiend is awesome. I love Bray Wyatt.
Attack to the midsection. 8. 9.
Oh, would you just let me get back in?
from the floor.
Oh, that was close. I wouldn't have been happy with that.
A well-aimed strike.
Big move coming. Downward spiral.
See ya.
All right, I'm getting my ass beat here.
And look at the quickness by Wyatt.
Again, see how his arm got caught up in the rope? That's a common small glitch. Where it'll get tangled up in there, but that's not
That was just
a
disrespectful.
game-breaking sort of bug, if you will.
He's looking a little dazed, guys.
And he's got nowhere to go in that corner.
Yeah, I gotta say, the gameplay's pretty decent.
Suplex.
Definitely playable.
Look at this. Bray Wyatt doing some good work here.
Yeah, I know.
Right to the midsection.
He's just so good.
Right to the midsection.
Oh, he reversed it. Little bastard.
Oh, what a knee strike.
That's right. Get up.
Big collision on the splash.
He's absorbing some tough hits now.
He's lost much of his
Oh,
early
I don't know if this is a
confidence.
good idea.
Perched up top.
Oh, here we go. No.
Whoa, Kurt Hawkins dodged that one.
Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
The
I'm
eater
gonna
of
see if I
worlds
can
doesn't
end it.
stay down that easily.
End it early. Ah, I hit the wrong button.
Clothesline.
I'm trying to do his signature move.
Forearm.
How come I can't do his signature
Oh, and
move?
a scoop slam.
Well, now it's his finisher.
And it's Bray Wyatt executing the
There we
reversal.
go. That was kind of funny.
He's got the mandible
I was out of...
This could be it. He's just about there.
Oh man, that was funny. So what ended up happening was I did his move. That wasn't really a glitch.
Got it done.
Man, my eyes feel so dry. And what ended up happening is when I let go of the buttons to do the finisher, he was out of the way. He was out of reach. If that doesn't give you a seizure, nothing will.
It's hard to ignore the buzz coming from this Tampa crowd tonight. I hope everybody at home enjoyed this match as well.
Speaking of that, that's interesting, eh? How the human body can go through seizures just based on flashing lights. I'm keeping up with it, but yeah. But anyhow. Yeah, so everything seems to be kind of working okay so far. Again, this is my PS5, but it's still technically testing out my PC because my PS5 goes through my computer, obviously, so it can get captured. And, yeah, so far so good. Not too sure what I'm going to do now, but it is 10:30 where I'm at. I might go for a walk, get some fresh air, keep up the momentum. Like I said, I lost 9 pounds in 3 weeks since being on Weight Watchers since December 1st. So I want to keep that momentum going. I started doing P90X again. So the fucking shit's on now, let me tell you. But yeah. Return of Becky Lynch, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know she... Oh, yeah, right, 'cause she just had the baby there with Seth Rollins. Yeah. But, anyhow. Yeah, I did an hour. I mean, like I said, I just wanted to mess around a little bit, try out a couple of things. When I come back, I'll probably be around for a while. But I'm probably just gonna, on my own, like, edit more of my universe. Decide if I want to add a couple of more wrestlers. I might test out a few more of the upgraded games, like the actual new version of the game. So I started playing Borderlands 3 a little bit again, the PS5 version of the game. 4K dynamic resolution, 60 frames on PS5, so that's pretty cool. And really, that's about it. To be honest, there's not much else I'm going to end up doing. But, yeah, so I'll do that, and then maybe tomorrow at some point, once I've had more time to play around with my computer, make sure everything's kind of okay. I still have to think about where I want to go in the future. Like in terms of my live streams, if I even want to bother continuing with them or not. I still haven't fully committed to that. I don't know if I want to stick to World of Warcraft and maybe just play World of Warcraft when I'm streaming. No other time. I don't know. I really don't know. I just know that there's people out there, they only stream Call of Duty. They only stream Skater XL. Or they only stream, like certain games like World of Warcraft. And they're doing okay. It's not like it's a bad thing to be a one-trick pony. So, I know a guy who doesn't even have that much more subs than I do. And he gets 500-600 people a stream. All he does, Skater XL, 24/7. So when he's streaming, that's what he's going to do. All his subscribers only like Skater XL. That's why they subscribe to him. You see what I mean? So it's easier for a guy like that to have about the same amount of subs, but per view and per stream will do a lot better than I do. Because me, I do so much shit. So therefore, people subscribe to my channel for so many different reasons. And if I don't do those 1 of 10 things that prompted the person to subscribe to me in the first place, they're not going to watch the 9 other fucking things I do, right? Anyways, because sometimes I do get asked that a lot. They're like, oh, I was thinking of working on my YouTube, but I'm kind of scared, no offense, to get 10, 12,000 subscribers and there's only 3, 4 people in my live stream. It's like, well, if you don't want that, stick to 1 or 2 games max. And that's all you do. Do not play another goddamn game on your stream. That way you'll have a higher ratio of subscribers to actual people that'll watch your shit. But me, I'm not too concerned about it. But I am trying to, like I said, narrow it down a little bit and only play the new games as they come out. So like right now, Cyberpunk is like the newest thing, right? It's the most, relevant thing. Haven't really played it much in the last few days because of my PC problems. That game's been giving me the most issues with the sound. But anyhow, maybe tomorrow I'll be around throughout the day at some point, and we'll go from there. Like I said, maybe we can discuss, go through a list. I have a small list of games I want to maybe stick with. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for stopping by, whoever's in here. It's always nice to not talk to yourself and carry on a one-way conversation. It's always a bonus. And I shall be around maybe a little bit after lunch tomorrow. All right, bye for now.